It's a brand new month and brand new episodes of Radio Meets TV every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on Finally Famous TV on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. It is yet another week of fabulous radio moments that we are recapping with you. We're talking everything from the secrets of the Olympics and mastering the art of prioritizing. Oh, it's Women's Month and so much is happening. I'm Clarissa Mfeka and I'll see you at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. The hashtag is RMT Podcast. That's Radio Meets TV. Welcome to Radio Meets TV. I'm your host, Clarissa Mfeka. And also, welcome to a very beautiful Women's Month. I hope it's going to be, it definitely will be. Yes, we are speaking it into existence. Now, women make the world go round. Women are newsmakers as well. So this particular episode is specially dedicated to wonderful female personalities and just newsmakers around the world that are women. Also, another special thing that's happening today, if you have been a fan of Radio Meets TV and been following and have subscribed since the beginning of the podcast, then you would know that this time last year was actually my first appearance on Radio Meets TV. Yes, I was a guest host. Have a look. Hey, what's up? It's Clarissa, and I'm your guest host on Radio Meets TV this week, the podcast, baby. Now we're going to be talking all things pink, child-friendly, and all the adults are hooked on it, honey. Plus, we're talking about Grammy Award-winning musician showing love to South African #1 rapper on your favorite radio station. And also, we're talking all things ultimate Barai rules. You don't want to miss out on this episode of Radio Meets TV. The official hashtag is RMT at Finally Famous SA across all social media platforms. I'm Clarissa, your host for this week. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Finally Famous TV. We are also available on Spotify, Finally Famous Entertainment. Just search for Radio Meets TV and across all social media platforms, Finally Famous SA and Finally Famous World on TikTok. Are you ready to begin with the recaps? Because we definitely are. Let's kick it off with one of the most talked about Miss SA finalists. Check out this conversation that they were having on Metro FM.
This time, obviously, surrounding the debate of Miss South Africa contestant Chidima Vanessa Adjetina's eligibility to compete actually for the Miss South Africa 2024 title, which has recently sparked a lot of debate, including a petition and a pledge or petition that was signed to have her remove herself from the Miss South Africa pageant, obviously looking at her roots. Now, according to Miss South Africa, she has fulfilled the entire mandate, all the competencies that make her eligible to compete in the Miss South Africa pageant. Then the question, the conversation then becomes, then why the outrage? Why the outrage, and why is it that some South Africans feel as though it is not right or it is unfair for her to compete in this Miss South Africa project? And is it fair to say that South Africans are xenophobic? Tell you what, let me start here. I do not believe, and you have to prove me wrong here, but I do not believe that South Africans are xenophobic. Nor do I believe that South Africans are Afrophobic. South Africans do have a problem because they are tired because of their socioeconomic experiences that is now being just translated into yet another way, another form, a beauty pageant. I don't know. I'd love to hear from you this evening, but I do not think South Africans are xenophobic, nor do I think that South Africans are Afrophobic. I think it's too simplistic of where we come from as a country and all the countries that actually helped us to get to where we are.
That's Faith Wangope on Metro FM Talk, Monday to Thursday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. Crime, xenophobia. You would never imagine that a contest that, speaks of beauty, speaks of a South African pride, a Miss SA contest would bring about such conversation in the country. And the past month has been quite evident of that. Let's move along to East Coast Radio with Stacey and T.
As all the ladies, and don't forget, we're looking to hear about what your dreams are. And whether that's something enormous and something life-altering, whether it's something small, whether it's something that's deemed, like unnecessary or superficial, doesn't matter. Yes. Your dream is your dream, bruh, and you must tell us about it.
And your dreams are valid. Okay, Stacey,
Exactly.
This is your moment.
Mm-hmm.
My doll, what is your dream, ideally?
Okay.
Honestly.
I want to reach the pinnacle of my career.
And what does the pinnacle look like for you?
You know, I take it all the way to the top, babes. All the way to the top.
What is the top?
And then all the way to the corner office.
Ooh, so our boss needs to be scared.
Well, the thing is that in this industry, it's imperative that we hand over the baton from one presenter to another.
Yes.
And when I got to Joburg, I was handed over that baton by Alex J, who is radio royalty.
Of course.
And it'd be amazing as a female presenter with a 20-year career to be able to do that for another presenter and to grow that talent. So yeah,
Stacey,
to move in.
Can I just
full
say
circle.
something? Cut the music articles. I've always really liked you.
Is it?
And I respect you so much. And you know, when you're sitting in that corner office, just know that like I'm one person, like people can't gossip about you if I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I support you.
That's right.
Bring back the music now.
Contract
And
negotiations. 6 months in advance.
You know,
50 days paid leave.
I really care about you.
Thanks, babes. You know what? That felt super sincere and genuine. But like this is it. So I mean, I've been doing this. Is the only job I've ever had.
Yeah.
And there were many people who were like, "But you can't make a career out of this, especially
Yeah.
as a woman, as a solo presenter." And then we did Cape Town, and then we did Joburg. And now that I'm in KZN, I feel like I'm settled here.
It's home.
And I love this brand.
Yeah.
And I feel like the people of KZN deserve the best. And I'm telling you that as the years go by,
Hey!
wonderful things are going to happen.
I'm scared, but Stacey, me, I love you. Oh, I'm seeing something. I know that's right. What is that?
That is East Coast Radio's Women's Month takeover female broadcasters, Stacey and Titlawa tag teaming there and talking about, just, man, what is your dream as women? Since we are little girls, we are taught to dream big. Like, what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? It's your world for taking. Everything. Just, man, what glory it is to be a woman. All right. Let's move along to Ukhozi FM. Waza nabangani bakho with Ujata Venesalvi.
Yinto abazawuzwa nje cha phela amanye amagama anjalo abawasebenzisa. Okay, wena usebenzisa yaphi ngasibuze wena?
Ubani?
Wena amagama.
Ungenaphi Nkosi yami? Hlangana isethi yona. Ngenaphi? Cha ulingali dali.
Ayizibona ke.
Ya dali.
Ya dali. Oh.
We ngathi yakubhuqa.
Kodwa kusala ngibhuqekile kamnandi. Kodwa kusala ngibhuqeka kamnandi.
Ubhuqa mnandi yakuthaza la kadala.
Hawe ma, angikandaba mina.
Uright kadala.
Ama. Oh baby.
Uright kadala.
Yes, my love.
Lungile kadala. Sambe se Nkosi yethu. Sithi ngabhuqa kodwa.
That is Salvi and Ujata talking about terms of endearment. Now, if there's something that women have coined since the beginning of time, a terms of endearment, we just own it. We absolutely own it. We all find everything that we love and that's sweet and start calling things that oh man, it's just everybody from little babies, people that we love, our friends, our family, significant others. We call them everything that we love, honeys and poodles and peanuts and cinnamon buns and just like there's so many. I'm thinking of a million things right now, but you get it. It's if one thing that because I don't think you're gonna see like two guys bringing it on, but yo, honey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? Let's move over to Power 105, Way Up with Angelique.
How do you run so many things successfully?
Yeah.
And give them their attention
I'm not
they
always
need.
successful, first of all. and there are days when I have my failures. But honestly, it's really becoming an expert at prioritizing because you can get hit with 50 things at once. So which one do you pick first?
Right.
That's the key to success. Which one do you pick first? And it's not easy.
You got to prioritize different days, different things do get prioritized.
Yes. And there are times, and listen, I have a family too. So, how do you balance that too as women? Right. I mean, we have a lot. We have to be our husbands. I mean, our husbands' wives. We have to be our children's mothers. We play a lot of roles. I have to be TT. Carolyn, TT Iris is my real name, Iris. So, I mean, you do. You have to really figure it out. And a lot of it is gut for me. A lot of it is gut.
That's Angela Yee on Way Up on Power 105. We're sitting down with American entrepreneur powerhouse, really, Carolyn Aronson. And she's talking about mastering the art of prioritizing. And I think as women, in order for us to function and survive and really do all the things that we want to do everything that our heart desires, prioritizing, from, things that are more important and less important is also kind of important. So shout outs to that. Let's move along to Big Boy on Big Boy's Neighborhood on Real 92.3 LA.
Rihanna was recently at an event, man, and there was like a little a room where it looked like they was having like meet and greets or just kind of, you know, soccer stars kind of hanging out.
The players.
And a little kid went up to Rihanna and handed her the camera and asked, could she take a picture of him and the soccer players?
Crazy.
Yeah, and Rihanna didn't do you ask him, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just, she took the pictures.
Yeah.
And you can see the mama in it. And she was sitting down taking the picture and she even did the, you know, y'all get together kind of thing. Like
got the angle.
Rihanna hasn't had an album out since 2016.
Yep.
You know, so that kid at the most was 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he looked like he was about 9, probably could have blew out 10 candles, but he doesn't know any Rihanna music, man.
No, she needs to drop that album now so they don't forget her.
You know how old Dirty Bastard said for the kids, you know? Wu-Tang for the kids. Rihanna got to get back to the kids.
Come on, Rihanna.
If not for us, do it for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I totally understand. I can't at this particular moment figure out who I'd rather take a picture of or ask Rihanna to take a picture of me with. Should we have that sort of engagement, you know? But I understand the boy. I feel him. And shout out to her, Rihanna, man. And to actually think of it really, for a youngster, somebody that's 9 or 10 years old, when they think or see of Rihanna, she's a legend. Like she might be just like a mythical creature at this point because I mean she hasn't released music in a really long time, and all she's done consistently for the past couple of years is give us lingerie, underwear, sportswear, loungewear, makeup. You know, that's Rihanna and that's all she does. So for somebody relatively young, they don't get to see the star being born that we know Rihanna as. You know what I'm saying? One of the other most important things that are happening right now in the entire world in sport are the Olympics that are happening in Paris. So here are a few Olympic secrets, courtesy of Capital in London.
Most importantly, Sam, is all the food and drink free in the Olympic Village? Is it a bit like an all-inclusive on a holiday?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's incredible. It's the food hall itself is a venue in the village. It's about 2 or 3 football pitches big. And it's got every food you can imagine, from the super, super healthy to a little bit of naughty. Of course, there's not too much naughty. There was originally McDonald's on site at every village, so everyone used to smash that at the end of their event. But this year, there's no McDonald's. So I don't know what they're going to do, whether they're going to go to pizza, but it's everything you can imagine and more. Then just vending machines everywhere with all free drinks. So you just tap your little fob and out it comes for free.
Nice.
Love that.
Are you allowed to stay in the Olympic Village apartment till the end of the Olympics?
Right, so this is a bit of a breaking news situation, actually, Chris. So normally at the Olympics, you stay in the village from the beginning until the end, the closing ceremony, and everybody tends to go home. Doesn't matter when your event starts or finishes. But for some reason, this year, they've remained in place the same rules that they had in Tokyo because of COVID. When they finished, they had to leave the village to, reduce the spread. But they brought that again in Paris. So I am so gutted for the likes of Tom Dean, the swimming guys, the divers. As soon as they finish this week, they apparently have to leave the village and find their own accommodation. So their Olympic experience, to be honest, will be cut short, because that is part of the best thing of the Olympics, meeting new athletes, seeing the city, going to other events. So, yeah, that's apparently the new way. So the protest starts here to get it back to normal.
Chris, Kemi and Jordan on Capital London sitting down with field hockey gold medalist Samantha Cuke, and she's spilling all the secrets about being like a part of like the Olympics, which is so cool. And it makes me wonder and think what the atmosphere and the energy is like right now, especially for our fellow South Africans that are currently waving the South African flag really high. We've already, collecting some things over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the best. Because one thing I will tell you about South Africans is that on an international platform, on an international stage, South Africans are going to show out. We're always going to win big. Everything, whether it's sports, whether it's in the art, music, entertainment, we do it. We always come back with the gold, all right? So shout out to them and all the best to South African athletes representing our beautiful country, South Africa. This wraps up the show for today, man. It's been great hanging out with you. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, Finally Famous TV, and also click on that notifications tab so that you know whenever a new episode is up and ready, which will be every single Tuesday. On social media platforms, also available, Finally Famous SA, Finally Famous World on TikTok. We're also very open to your suggestions on who you would like to see us sitting down with as our guests on the show, which is going to be happening very, very soon. So look out for that as well. I cannot wait to see you again next week, Tuesday. I'm Clarissa Mfeka across all social media platforms. Enjoy the rest of your week.